Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're going to do a Let's Play and tutorial, but Let's Play Bleak Sword DX in VR using UUVR, the VR mod by Raipal. And this is also a tutorial. And, this is going to be a very quick tutorial because it's very easy to use Raipal. So, with Raipal, all you have to do is install it. Now, your antivirus software might think it's a virus, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So all you have to do is install this. Go to the link in the video description, download it, install it. And then what Raipal does, it sees all the games you have installed and owned, and it sees what mods are available. Now, you might want to use the filter here. Like I took off the VR filter, but it's still showing VR games, so ignore those. But there's one game that I want to play in VR that I already tested out, and it's called Bleak Sword DX. And I wanted to do a video of Bleak Sword DX in VR. So what we're going to do is we're going to install the mod. So you see here it says UUVR Mono Modern. Now, this is going to be different for different games, but this Raipal tells you which is the best. And these are editing tools. We're not going to mess with that. You can install them if you want. You can install everything if you want. But we're just going to install this one, UUVR Mono Modern. The only time you wouldn't want to install everything is if you see like UUVR Legacy. So that would be like two different VR mods you can install. And you just try one at a time then, okay? So we installed it, and then we just click Start Game. And that's it. That's how you play. That's the tutorial on using Raipal UUVR. And as you can see, the game started up in VR. It's rendering in VR headset. By the way, I'm recording the Oculus Mirror headset view. And we're going to do a new game. And we're going to do a normal. And we're going to play the tutorial. Yes. So move, real easy. So as you can see, almost everything is rendering in VR, including the UI and menu. Sometimes those things do not render in VR. Perform 3 light attacks. So I'm going to be honest, a lot of games do not render in VR. So my failure rate for trying out new Unity games with UVR is pretty high. At least 50%, probably higher. I would say probably 75% of games do not work. So that's just a wild estimate on my part. But I'm going to say 75% of games do not work in UUVR. That's Unity games new Unity games that I've tried out in UUVR. Most of them have not worked. So if you're experimental and you're trying out new games, you're going to have a high failure rate. So keep that in mind. Most games do not work with UUVR. Most Unity games do not work in UUVR. However, that's why I strongly recommend joining the Flat2VR community Discord. And there, you're going to read about what other people have been trying out, see what games work, what games don't work, what games work but have issues with them. And I'm going to put a post on Discord about this game, Bleak Sword DX, and my experience with it. I'm going to highly recommend it. And this is a very fun game to play in VR. It's like you're watching a 3D diorama in front of you, and you're playing like a Dark Souls, like a Paper Mario World diorama in front of you, where you're playing like a Dark Souls type game, a hack and slash type game. And the art style works very well in VR. This is awesome. Now, not everything renders. So one of the things that doesn't render is some of the text. So right now there's text showing on the desktop view, but it's not rendering in VR. So there's like a little story right now going on. It says, King Rael the Bleak extended his reign of terror for 200 years. I'm able to read from the desktop view. My little cheat, being able to see the desktop view. But veiled rumors were spreading through the years. So, there's the text there. Okay. But about 3 magical stones. Is there some kind of text somewhere? No. So right now the text is, so sometimes the text is rendering, other times it's not. That held the power to destroy even the Bleak sword. Yeah, for whatever reason, sometimes the text is not visible, but other times it is. But yeah, the visuals, very cool. I played this in Pancake for a little bit, and I gotta say, this game, much better in VR, a lot more immersive. I think this game would sell like hotcakes on the Meta Quest, especially with mixed reality. Oh, this game would be awesome. So there you see 1-1. We're gonna click A, and the game is starting, and you see like this little diorama that we're about to land in. Pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, I think the visuals look great. This art style is awesome. It's like, you know, it reminds me a lot of Paper Mario World. This is like little paper doll cutouts. There we go. Oh, now you do gotta get lucky with some of the upgrades and stuff that falls between the levels. And one thing that wasn't told to you in the tutorial is how to use items. And I'm surprised that was not included in the tutorial. And as you can see, sometimes we can see the stamina bar, but other times we cannot. And it's very important to be able to see the stamina bar. So those are the two biggest things. Some of the text doesn't render in the VR headset, and the other major thing is the stamina bar. Sometimes it's impossible to see it. Although I think if you move your head, you can sort of make it show up, but if you're moving your head, then you're not watching the screen, and that could be just as dangerous as not being able to see your stamina bar. So there's not really a good solution for that. Maybe in the future, like I said, this is the early days for UUVR. So maybe in the future, that'll be an easy fix. But for right now, it is an issue. And before I go any further, I do want to give a big thank you to Raipal and the VR modding community, which allows us to play games like this in VR. So thank you very much to all the VR modders out there. They're really what's making PCVR great right now. Without them, VR would be pretty dead. But they're keeping VR alive, PCVR alive. And yeah, I think this game would sell like hotcakes. Oh crap. I thought I dodged out of the way, but oh. Alright, we finally got an item, finally. Consumable, okay, whatever. So, a consumable, obviously, if you don't know, that's like a health potion that we can use. But we only have 2 slots available, so we may not ever use it if we don't take damage. Where is this guy over here? I can't see him. I couldn't see him at all. But yeah, aren't these little dioramas awesome? Like, this art style just really pops in VR. It really works. You wouldn't think so, like black and white. Well, it's not completely black and white, but you know, mostly monochrome is just some red. Oh crap. No. Oh no. Oh man, I got totally... so that can happen if you're not careful. Unfortunately, I didn't dodge in time, and he was able to bully me all the way to the corner. I just couldn't dodge out or move out of the way. I was like stun locked, but that's okay. We can get him back. We're gonna get all our stuff back, so don't worry. So this game is pretty forgiving if you do bad one time, because you can quickly get back into the action and get all your stuff back. So we're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get him right here. There we go. We got all our stuff back. So yeah, we just got unlucky. We got like a stun lock, another consumable. Yes. So we're obviously gonna have to consume one of the consumables here. And like I said, the tutorial didn't say anything about consumables, which is a little odd. Whoa. I'm gonna have to use both consumables. Ooh. He got the edge. And he got me right with the edge of his sword at the maximum range. And he was also blocking. But that's okay, we're almost back to full health now, so... Alright, we found an item, good. Consumable, +2, yes. We always take wine flask, yes. But that's a consumable, by the way. We're gonna... Actually, we don't have to use it up right away. We could if we want. But we're not gonna. There we go. Item found. So we're definitely gonna have to use one of our consumables now. I'm just gonna use. We leveled up as well, so we ooh, we're gonna go for more heals. But we're gonna use one of our consumables. Might use our other consumable now. So the only concerning part is that we haven't gotten any permanent upgrades, any items that'll give us a permanent upgrade. They've all been like one-time use consumables. Oh crap, get out of the way. Oh crap. Look at that lightning. You saw that little lightning effect? Pretty cool, right? Yes, and we're getting pretty good with health too. Ooh, all right. All right, so we're at the boss, but like I said, the big problem is that we haven't gotten any good permanent upgrades. But we're gonna see. Maybe we can beat the boss. We're gonna. So we're not gonna even until we kill the edge. We're not gonna worry about the boss at all. Oh no! 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 Oh! Woo! So we got a lot of our health taken away. Nope. We made a mistake. We made a mistake. Ah, okay. We made mistakes, but like I said, this game is pretty forgiving. You can go back, and we can get all our stuff back. And Actually, the penalty isn't that big. Lose the experience points, but didn't we just level up? I want to say we just leveled up. So it's not that big of a deal. Obviously, you don't want that to happen. Oh man, that sucked. We got lots of our health taken away. There we go. We were just very careful. We finally got a permanent upgrade, finally. It's not the best one either, but it's all right. and we leveled up. There we go. So yeah, I guess, right? +1 defense. We kind of need it now. Or do we go for more? You know what? Let's go for more. Since we've been mostly dodging, let's go for more health. Alright, so the Old Borg Swamp. So, you know, this game, I've been having a lot of fun. And like I said, this would be perfect for mixed reality on the Meta Quest. Don't you guys think that? Man, this would be awesome. And you can move the diorama all around, which would be much better than this current setup here. But again, this is a VR mod, and maybe in the future you'll be able to do that with his VR mod. This is very early days for UUVR, so it is limited in what you can do, but this is pretty awesome. Like, I can't imagine playing this game in flat, in pancake, you know, I just can't. The extra eye candy from VR is really what, you know, this is a beautiful looking game in VR, with the 3D aspect, with a little dioramic view. Yeah, it's totally awesome. I highly recommend playing this game in VR. Oh crap! What's this? Man, I was really worried about my stamina. Ooh, item found, yes. Yes, finally, a good upgrade. There we go. Now we're doing more damage. There we go. Oh my god, that thing exploded. All right. Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. And, you know, I do wonder, am I the first person to ever... Now, we're going to go for defense this time. I think we have to, right? We've been doing only the health upgrade. And, like, we haven't been blocking really at all. So, at some point, I know we're going to have to block. We gotta get our stamina back. But just look at all this extra 3D depths you get from VR. Like, you don't get this. Ooh! So, I'm gonna keep going, but I think you guys got the tutorial. It's very easy to play games in VR using UUVR when it works. But obviously, like I said, most games don't work, so beware. I definitely don't want to give the false impression that a lot of games work or that most of them work. But when it does work, it is just easy. So definitely joining the Discord is very important to get that information of, you know, what games work. And I've been very active on Discord. I post all my findings, you know, because I want to share the goodness of VR to everyone. That's been my #1 mission. That's why I have this VR channel, is because I love VR and I want to spread the good word. Can we take it? I don't think we can. Nope. No, we can't. We can't take it. We can't afford to take it. So you only have 2 slots, so that's why I couldn't take it. And they're already occupied. Oh no, what is this? Okay, I'm gonna end my run right here because I don't want to make this a long video. Mostly I wanted to do a quick tutorial, and I wanted to show this game that looks really good using UUVR. This is one of the better games with UUVR. If I have to rate the VR experience, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, there's only 2 issues. The stamina, not being able to see it very well, that's the biggest issue. And then, like I said, some of the story you can't read from the text, but that's not really a big issue. Anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play, tutorial, all that for Bleak Sword DX. I highly recommend it. And like I said, UUVR, completely free. Raipal, completely free. And a big thank you to all the VR modding community. Thanks, have a wonderful day. Goodbye.